Good morning. It is 7:41 a.m. on Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. It's Groundhog Day and I had a brief thought that it would be funny to just put up the same video as yesterday. But the problem is that that's something I've actually done before on mistake. And I think probably people wouldn't get it anyway. I don't know. I think because the obvious explanation would be that it was a mistake rather than a joke. I do love the movie Groundhog Day though. It's one of those movies that I think is simultaneously funny, but also just like it's enjoyable on multiple different. I'm trying not to say so many levels because that's my podcast name thing, my D&D show. Um, Ow, my finger hurts for some reason. Got like a little sliver or something. I only just now discovered this. So, what are you going to do about it? Well, my finger hurts. I'm waiting. I'm just kidding. I'll let you off the hook. I'll be okay. Um, yeah, brain's still waking up a little bit. That is the hazard of this bizarre creative project I've chosen, which requires me to try to actually speak to all of you on a sleepy brain. I was talking about so many levels. Yeah. Anyway, we had a fun session of Dungeons and Dragons last night where there's lots of role playing in. My voice is actually a little bit sore even this morning because I keep picking characters with voices like this, and it just wrecks me. It's not good. Then I get hair in my mouth. I vaguely feel like this is another one of those days where it's like, didn't I have something else that I was gonna talk about? I don't know. Yeah, Groundhog Day is a good movie. I could talk about that, I guess, because of course I think it's funny, but I think ultimately like there is real wisdom in there about self improvement and what it means to be a good person and all of that, and I think that's really nice. The idea of getting past the idea of fixating on how the world's supposed to make you happy, and if it's failing to live up to your expectations, then you should just be mad instead of you know finding a way to you know simultaneously be at peace with your situation and still seek to improve it through personal efforts rather than demands of others. Now, obviously, that lesson is not universally applicable to every situation, but I think by and large, as a way to live, I think it's a good one. That like it's a little bit like that, the Serenity Prayer, right? Where it's like there are some things that you really have no control over, and you need to just find a way to be at peace with those things. But there are some things that you do have control over, and you should, work on that. And sometimes it's hard to know the difference, So I'm not saying it like in the official words or whatever, but I mean, it's just like, that's some good advice, I think. Anyway, I also like the part where he says, "Don't drive angry." this is it's maddening because I so often will sit down to start the video to say I'm going to talk about this and this, and then it just disappears in my brain when the camera turns on, like that video of the raccoon trying to wash the block of cotton candy. That video, I love it so much because it's funny, but in such a heartbreaking way. Anyway, I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. How about that? Good morning.